Hello. um, so I felt to post I think it's a really important message about when we experience like these, what I call separate selves or subconscious selves, and the trauma of them comes up for us, like it's a very uncomfortable experience, and we have a couple of choices. So one choice is to protect ourselves, and go into sort of like damage control and try to stop the experience by repressing it, ignoring it, whatever it might be. And so in essence, in doing that, you're just bringing in another separate self to deal with the problem. So you're using the same problem to solve the problem, and it's not going to solve it. It's just creating a bigger problem. And so I think what I wanted to illuminate here is that energetically, what has been woven into our energetic, the way we use our consciousness in this world, is we can use our free will to create whatever we want to create. And when I'm talking about creating, I'm talking about, we create who we are, and we create also these separate selves in order to deal with how we experience the world. So we have absolute free will to do with this. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Like, even if it's like, a wrong or a bad creation, because that's just a dualistic perspective on it. Like, we have a right to express our free will and to see what happens with that, no matter what the experience. But with the awareness that it's not real, that we can let it go at any time. We can consciously step away from that creation and let it go, because it's not real. It's just a form that we created. Okay, so these psychological mechanisms are forms that we have created in our mind, and we identify with these forms. We believe ourselves to be whatever it is we've created. So we've got this law of free will, but there is also another part of the construct of, how we can interact in the world, is that there's a time period, like anything that's not real, any of these forms that we create that are not real, they will dissolve, they will break down naturally. You look at civilizations around the world, like, Roman Empire, ancient Egypt, Atlantis, Lemuria, civilizations, they break down because they weren't built upon, the stable foundation of pure spirituality. There was still an imbalance there. So, they all came to an end. This earth will come to an end at some point. It's not going to stay the same as what it is. So everything comes to an end. And so in science, it's known as the second law of thermodynamics, when structures break down, like the human body, it will break down at some point. So back to when these traumas arise, and they cause us they cause a lot of disturbance when they arise, and so we've got these options: either push them away, or we can deal with them. Now, the thing is, the reason why they're arising is because we've done a whole bunch of other groundwork of dealing with a whole bunch of other psychology. And so now we're at this point where it's time that form that we created, it is time for that form to be, it's the second law of thermodynamics is coming in. It's like it can't be sustained anymore. And it's not like it's happening to us, it is in us. We in ourselves, like our consciousness, yeah, it's just completely aware that I cannot sustain this illusion anymore. Like, so it's not like it's being forced in on us, and even if it seems like the world's doing it to us, it's actually ourselves that we can't hold on to a trauma or an illusion any longer. It's like when there's a bubble of pus in the body, like, you know, there just comes a point where it's got to get out, you know, it can't be held any longer. So it's actually very natural, and it's coming from within that, you know, we're making this inner choice, even though may not be consciously aware of it, but it's like, no, I can't hold on to this illusion anymore. It's killing me. I can't stand it. It's doing my head in. So, I just wanted to express that quite simply, that it's very natural. It's actually a good thing. It's a real pat on the back when we go through this huge experience and upheaval of some description, that, you know, really knocks us off kilter, and that forces us into, well, hopefully it gives us the option to look at a psychological imbalance that needs resolution. It's a real pat on the back that you've done some good work and you've cleared away a whole bunch of rubbish, and you're ready now, you know, good on you. You're ready now to deal with this next illusion. So, you know, it's not a punishment, it's not a bad thing, and it's not a sign of failure. It's cause for celebration, you know. It's just showing you that, you know, wow, you've done a lot of work so far. There's more to do. It's okay. It's okay, you know, and it's time. So, you know, don't look, it's okay if you want to push it away and everything, but I'm just saying, like, it's a great cause for celebration, and all we need to do, because it can be very, very daunting. It's just the easiest thing to do is to go within and attune with the masters. And you don't even have to choose which master you want to work with. Just say, I'm asking for some help. Please guide me. And then, you know, just really trust your intuition on what to do, you know. And the answers just come to you. They might come through another person. They might come through just some words you read all of a sudden. You know, they could come from anywhere. They might come from like a vision when you're looking out into nature. Like, you might just sort of see something and nature just communicates a message to you. So, yeah, that's it. Don't worry about it. If the turbulence happens, don't worry about it. It's a good sign. It means you're ready. I am ready, you're ready, we're ready to resolve this, okay? Look at the outside world, the whole of the planet at the moment. It's kind of crazy and out there, but it's like, it's a good sign. We're ready to deal with this. We're ready to look at the imbalance on this planet. It's okay. All good.